Hello everybody and welcome to Crypto Dobbo's Lesson 1, Bitcoin and Alts Explained. Now I'm going to be trying to explain this to the complete beginner in as very simple terms as I can. There's going to be more lessons coming out in the future. The next lesson we're going to be looking at CoinMarketCap as a website, how to negotiate it, how to use it, what everything means on there, and then as we progress we're going to be progressing on to lessons on how to buy your very first cryptocurrency, how to not get trapped by scammers and buying shit coins, etc, etc. Now I just run a complete video on this lesson just now, and I did it all in silence. I was muted apparently, no one could hear me, and rather disappointing. But we're going to have to do this all again. I know you can hear me now because I'm watching my OBS. Now, for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm wearing shades because I've got a terrible case of conjunctivitis in my left eye. And my left eye is literally swollen up like a balloon. So I thought maybe put some shades on. I won't scare you as much. I won't look like the Elephant Man when I'm doing this presentation. So anyway, welcome. Please help me out. All of these lessons are going to be completely free. Nothing's going to be on Udemy. Nothing's going to be on Patreon. I'm not going to charge you. I don't feel like I should charge you to pass on my knowledge to you. You should be able to just go onto YouTube, find one place where you can get all the information that you need to start buying cryptocurrency and start buying money. That's going to be my channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you don't subscribe, later on in a few months' time when this channel starts to grow, I'm going to start doing some giveaways when I've got a bit of money going, and you're going to miss out. You snooze, you lose. So let's get into the presentation, Bitcoin and Alts Explained. Where's my cursor gone? Here we go. Right, I'm just going to play this and then I'm just going to shut it down quickly to make sure we've still got some voice and you can hear me. So welcome to the first lesson. I'm going to start with what is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is a digital currency commonly referred to as a cryptocurrency. On one hand, you have the actual code that represents your ownership, like a virtual IOU, as much as the pound sterling is also an IOU. On the other hand, you have the Bitcoin protocol, a decentralized network that maintains a ledger of balances of Bitcoin the token, both referred to as Bitcoin. Down here you can see Bitcoin's logo and how it's recognized on the exchanges. Now each exchange has a code for their coins. This one is BTC. So how does Bitcoin work? Well, first of all, I need to explain to you what a centralized system is and what a decentralized system is for you to understand how Bitcoin works. So for a centralized system, in this example, we're going to use the bank. Now, say that I want to go out to the shops and I want to buy something, or I want to go online, or I'm at the petrol station, or in the US they call it a gas station. I want to buy something. I'm using my debit card. I'm tapping my debit card onto the card machine, or I'm putting it in and typing in my PIN, or I'm giving an online major retailer my debit card details, so I'm able to spend $100, for example, on an item. Here's my shops. When that card gets tapped, a transaction takes place, and there's a communication that goes on between the shop and the bank. The shop are asking the bank, does Dobbo have the money in his account? The bank checks his ledger, says yes, Dobbo's got $100. It then sends the money out to the shop. It then deducts that $100 from my account, the ledger, and that's pretty much in simplest terms how a centralized system works. All of my records are kept at the bank, so if that bank for whatever reason gets a virus in their computer and all of their systems get wiped and crashed, probably, I'm sure it's all backed up, but it's going to cause me huge problems. We've all seen in the news people waking up where they've got money missing from their account because the bank has messed up. or people have woken up and become millionaires overnight because the bank's accidentally put $1 million into their account, albeit that the bankers realised that 2 days later and then clawed it back. You can see the kind of problems you have with a centralised system. Decentralised system, this is how Bitcoin works. Now imagine these computers are thousands of computers spread out all over the world. And just for this example, because I want you to pick up the lingo as we go along in the lessons, although I am going to do a complete lingo lesson video, we're going to call these nodes. Now, I want to do the same thing but with Bitcoin. I want to go to my shops and I want to spend Bitcoin. Now the transaction pretty much goes like this. The message is sent back to this decentralized network of nodes. Every single node holds a copy of my ledger, of my account. So it knows that I've got 1 Bitcoin in my wallet, and every single other node knows that I've got 1 Bitcoin in my wallet. If I wanted to try and hack one of these nodes and put 100 Bitcoins to try and fool the system, when it cross-references with all the other systems that have got the same records, it's going to say, no mate, you haven't got 100 Bitcoin. And that's really how a decentralized system is better than a centralized system. Now, once it cross-references and says, yes, Dobbo's got a Bitcoin to send, Bitcoin is sent, and then a small transaction fee comes out, and that is sent to the miners who had to deal with the mathematical side of the transaction, which is done on cryptography, where we get the name crypto from. So going back to nodes. Nodes, whenever a transaction is made, the miner creates a block, and these blocks are stored on the node. So here we have a block. I create another transaction, another block is formed. I create another transaction, another block is stored. These blocks form a chain, and this is where we get the name blockchain. Now, nodes and mining. So we already know that a full node is a complete copy of the blockchain and is able to verify all transactions since the very beginning of Bitcoin. Now, I'm able to look at all the transactions on Bitcoin. What I'm not able to do is see who created those transactions. So it gives an anonymity to the transaction that a centralized system doesn't. Now, a miner does basically the math, the quick math. 2 plus 2 is 4 minus 3. 2 plus 2 is 4 minus 1 equals 3. Quick math. Sorry, but to the UK guys, you know what I'm talking about. You'll find this picture quite funny. To the US guys, it's going to be lost on you completely. But a miner creates blocks in the blockchain, which the nodes keep. The miner works on transactions by coming up with the best combination, hash, to store that information. Miners that solve the best combination, store that information, are rewarded with a small transaction fee, as you saw earlier. So, Satoshis. Now, obviously, no one's got $7,000, $8,000 or whatever Bitcoin's trading at the moment to buy 1 Bitcoin. We need to be able to break Bitcoin into smaller denominations. Much like dollars can be broken down from large denominations to smaller denominations such as cents, the pound can be broken down into pennies. Bitcoin is broken down into Satoshis. And this was named after the unknown developer of Bitcoin who went by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. The smallest denomination of Bitcoin is 100 millionth of a Bitcoin, and it's done in decimal places like you can see. So for example, if I wanted to buy $100 of Bitcoin on Sunday the 22nd of July 2018, Bitcoin at that time was valued at $7,429.99. I would own 0.13 of a Bitcoin, 0.13 Satoshis. So basically, if you want to find out the conversion rate of Bitcoin to the US dollar or Bitcoin to the pound, if you're working in the UK, I always work in US dollars. It's just a lot easier for me for the exchanges that I'm on, that they're all on US dollars. I don't even bother trying to convert it into pounds until I cash out, and then I start looking at what I've got to pay the tax man, etc, etc, etc. But your Bitcoin to US dollar converter, just type that into Google. You'll get one come up. and you'll be able to have a look on there. From now on, basically, I want you to pick, as we said earlier, I want you to start picking up some lingo as we go along. But for now on, I'm going to refer to all currency like dollars, pounds and euros as fiat currency. So just slightly touching on altcoins, as of the 10th of April 2018, there were 1,565 cryptocurrencies on the market. In fact, a new cryptocurrency can be created at any time and at very little cost. And trust me, there are no end of scammers and crap coins and businesses that aren't going to get off their feet because they've got crap teams. So if you're new to cryptocurrency, I've got a text yesterday from a friend. How do I buy Bitcoin? Doesn't know anything about Bitcoin. Doesn't know which ones are the shit coins, which ones are the good coins. Hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to guide you through. I'm going to make sure that you're not going to get scammed. I'm going to make sure that we do all this for free, so it doesn't cost you anything. I'm going to make sure that you avoid putting money into the shit coins, and also that you avoid putting money into the good coins at the wrong time. I've put money into good coins and they've gone straight through the floor. They will come back up again, but there are good times and bad times to be investing in altcoins. Altcoins create competition, and with competition comes innovation. So these altcoins, a lot of these are, as an expert said in a Canadian address to the Senate, he basically just stated that altcoins are a copycat of Bitcoin, but they are creating competition in the form that they're trying to better Bitcoin. They're trying to make faster transactions, and they're trying to do that a lot more cheaply than what Bitcoin's doing at the moment. Now, if you're mining, for example, Bitcoin's hugely expensive because electricity is expensive. You need electricity not only to power the mining hardware, but also to keep the miner cool. Now, a lot of these commercial mining companies are based up in Iceland, and places like Norway, where they don't need to buy air conditioning. They just run a fan off the roof of a warehouse and suck in the cold air, which keeps all the miners cool. And then they're able to save money on air conditioning, which then increases their profit return when they're getting their small transaction fees sent through for solving these mathematical problems. So a lot of these coins now coming out are trying to do things cheaper, faster, better, and we need that kind of healthy competition for this industry to grow and move on and become better. Go back to the days when people were learning to fly, and you look at all those guys jumping off cliffs with crappy old wings and all sorts of crap, all trying to be the first man trying to take off in a plane. And it was that kind of competition that gave us aeroplanes today. I mean, if we hadn't have had these people competing to get up there in the sky, and it was just one dude sitting around, probably wouldn't have had planes today, you know. So we need, the altcoins are there, and some of them are pretty damn good and well worth investing in. Some of them not so much. I'm going to guide you through that as we go along. But we're still in the early infancy of this technology, and making it it makes it not only volatile, the market as such, but it's really exciting. It's really exciting times. I can't overemphasize the fact that 2018 may well be the last year that you can get into cryptocurrency at such low prices. And I'm not trying to create FOMO for new guys. FOMO is the fear of missing out. And you'll get a lot of YouTubers do this. Oh, you got to buy this because it's going to go through the ceiling. Then you buy it and it dumps because the YouTuber brought it just before he sent out his live broadcast. Yeah, so it's just, you've got to just be aware that this is probably the last time there's an ETF being announced to Bitcoin. I mean, if that gets approved, then you're going to see things rocketing, not only Bitcoin but the altcoins as well. So now's a good time. If you're getting into Bitcoin, hit that subscribe button, and start following these lessons, and we're going to get you into this as quickly and as safely as possible. So here's some of the altcoins out there. Most of these are from the top 10 in a place called CoinMarketCap, which takes us on to our next video, which I'll probably be running tomorrow, and I will be showing you CoinMarketCap.com. So do your homework, go away now, go and have a look at CoinMarketCap.com, have a click around, don't click on any of the crap ads, just have a look around the coins, have a look at the market cap, the price, the volume, circulating supply, the change in 24 hours. Have a look at the price graphs, and tomorrow I'm going to be explaining to you how you work this website to your advantage, why it's so important, why I use it all the time, and that will be tomorrow's lesson probably, if you know, assuming I get time. If it's not out tomorrow, it'll be out the day after. But don't forget, guys, you snooze, you lose. Click on that subscribe button. A few months down the line, I'm hoping to have grown quite big. I'm going to be putting some stuff out on Facebook, getting some more followers in here, and then I'm going to be able to do some giveaways to my loyal subscribers, obviously. And there is well, it's just gone off the tip of my tongue. I can't remember, so it can't matter that much. But yeah, if you're watching this on Facebook, get over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button for me. You're doing me a massive favour. I'm giving all these lessons away for free. You probably won't get that many other areas on YouTube. A lot of guys are putting some stuff out for free and then sending you off to do a Udemy course or whatever. Everything here is going to be free, and it's all going to be in one place, so you'll just be able to come to my channel and find everything you need to get into crypto. Anyway, take care, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Let's just see if we've got anyone in chat as I close this rubbish down. Yeah, you can still hear me. Bankers are wankers. Good video, Dobbo. Thank you, dude. Thanks a lot. Yeah, tonight I'm going to try and get a video out tonight that's going to interest some of you more advanced traders. It's Teeka Tiwari's basically done an announcement on his 4 top coins for 2018, and I've been looking around the internet because I've got a friend of mine who's out in Australia, and he is winning with Teeka Tiwari's Palm Beach group, or whatever you call it, and he gets some information before it comes out live on in the public domain. And screw it, I'm going to share some of the information that Teeka's been talking about tonight, hopefully, if I can get on tonight. If I can't get on tonight, I'll definitely do it tomorrow. But yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, and yeah, stay tuned, more lessons to come. Laters. Oosh.